situations again, because I might be tempted. Always get me into these situations again, because I might be tempted. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with everything. I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with everything but me. But me. Do you need anything like I need you? It's over. Do you need anything like I need you? I've got no place to Can I make something good out of this? Can I make something good out of this? Chances are you will not be missed, 'cause you don't give a shit. Can I make something good out of this? You could be late, you could be true. You could be underneath my shoe. Sometimes you're the only one who's strong. And I'll be devastated if I'm wrong. I am the one you love to hate, but you cannot devastate. It will be interesting, I'm sure, 'cause I want more. Can I make something good out of this? Can I pretend that something is missing? Yo! Chances are you will not be missed, 'cause you don't give a shit. Can I make something good? Dude, Elf, let's go! You could be late, you could be true. You could be underneath my shoe. Sometimes you're the only one who's strong. I'd be devastated if I'm wrong. I am the one you love to hate, but you cannot devastate. It will be interesting, I'm sure, 'cause I want more. Yo, Elf said I watched the game live at a local bar. Everyone was already drunk and I was drinking a Diet Coke waiting for my pizza. And every time he was on screen, all the booze happened. Oh, shit. Trumpy. Dude, what a fucking degenerate. More. Let's go. Fuck you, Trumpy. Hey. Fuck you, Trumpy. Fuck you, too. You could be dog shit on my shoe. Trumpy's the only thing that's wrong. He smells like a corpse all day. I am the one you love to hate. Pine Box is Trumpy's fate. It will be interesting, I'm sure. Fuck Trump some more. Fuck Trump more. Fuck Trump more. Yeah, more. Fuck Trump more. Fuck Trump more. Fuck Trump more, more, more. Yeah, more. I want more. I want more. I want more from you. Yeah, whore. Trump's a whore. Trump's a whore. Trump is just a whore. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Trump is such a whore. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Trump is such a whore. It's not just Melania. Trump is such a... Dude! Oh! Trump is such a whore. Let's go! Oh! Dude! Dude, that may just be a #1 hit. All right? I'm going to have to look into it. I did fuck up one line, though, the smelling line. I can't remember what word, but I couldn't think of a good rhyme. I was Weird Al-ing that one on the fly. Ah, let's go. Dude. All right. So here's what we got today, guys. First off, we're in a good mood. Channel's doing good. Everything has been like pleasurable lately. We're on a good schedule. The Mariners won, right? 2 in a row against the Giants. Coming back from the jaws of defeat to claim victory. All right, Spain won, which I was happy about. Spain's my fail-safe, guys. I've said Canary Islands are the backup if America goes full Christian Taliban. Canary Islands are my backup, and that is a territory of Spain off of the northwest coast of Africa. Elf says, honestly, I haven't had as much fun being sober around drunk people than today. Let's go. Let's go, Elf. So, yeah, I was pretty happy that Spain won. I know Trump wanted Argentina to win because of Milei. Dude, Argentina's in the shitter, okay? Have you looked at this? Like, guys, let's just take a brief look because they rescued Milei, right? Milei, whatever. People love his personality, but this guy does not have good policies. He is a right-wing wingnut. He has no fucking clue what he's doing, like most right-wing wingnuts. But look at Milei, dude. Look at what this guy has done. Hold on, I think I posted it. No, I guess I didn't. But dude, the currency, okay? Look at this shit. Dude, this is the fucking peso, right? That's it. It is like worth nothing. I mean, it was already crashing, but he's basically just finished the job, dude. Dude, Milei, right? Dude, oh shit. That thing is like flatlined, okay? It is officially like next to zero. Now, guys, it had been crashing for a long time, but then Milei shows up and he's like, no, I got this. I'm going to fucking turn this around. We got this. He's dancing around. He's running around with chainsaws, right? He's running around with chainsaws. Yes, this would, dude. And in fact, what he did was, despite the $40 billion the U.S. put in to buttress it, he's done nothing. It's just flatline. Like, guys, here's the thing that's interesting. You ready? Since Milei has taken over, okay, let me see here. When did he take over? So Milei was first elected in 2021, okay, as a national deputy, and then 2023 was when he was elected president. So he became president here, okay? But what's crazy about this, guys, is there's not even a bump. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's one tiny bump here at the beginning of 2024, but there's, right? Like, you see the sort of the ups and downs and how there's some bumps. There's not even a bump since he's taken over. Okay? There is like a descent, a tiny bump, a crash, and then a flat line, bro. Dude, this, guys, the Milei's financial work is basically Lindsey Graham's EKG, boss, right? You know what I'm saying? This is like, this is not good, boss. Crazy. Nothing. Not even a spike. No, the 40 billion happened during 2025. The 40 billion didn't do anything. Yeah, it's pretty sad, guys. It is pretty schlurpy, right? Not good. Not good. Okay, not good. So anyway, I did want Spain to win because Spain is obviously super woke. They're super not Trumpian. Now, what I thought was interesting, guys, was how Trump has talked shit about Spain. Okay, Trump has done nothing but talk shit about Spain like his entire presidency because they're super woke and they won't bow down before him and they won't cede to his every demand. They won't kiss his ass. And in fact, today, after Spain won, Trump was totally trying to suck up to these guys. He was trying to suck up to the players. And then he got so grapey, like he always does. He wouldn't get out of the way. Like he stayed in the middle of this thing. Even the FIFA guy, even his little prostate player, right? The FIFA president had to come and give him the hook and pull him off to the side. Dude, they're going to have to digitally remove Trump from their celebration. What are we doing, guys? Our president he's just really rapey. Guys, this is rapey behavior where they don't consider how they're invading other people's space, how they're injecting themselves into other people's things and with no concern whatsoever because they're just trying to meet their own needs, trying to flex their own, power over the situation. He's so gross. Elf said, sorry to David Pakman, I had no skin in the game. Let's go. All right, so let's look at this. Let's look at Trump España, shall we? So first off, guys, I thought it was interesting because we had the clip of Trump in the plane, okay? Did you see this one? In Trump in the White House, they had the clip of Trump flying over the thing, all right, and looking out the window at the stadium, right? Which you may have seen this photo. Let me find. It was a little video of him looking out the window longingly, right? Oh, all right. I thought it was on the White House account. I know that Ivanka posted it. Okay, Ivanka posted this clip. This one, right? This is Trump. They're looking over his shoulder at the stadium full of people. And now look at this. The way this shit is presented is it's as if it's as if they're all waiting for him, right? Oh wow. Oh wow. A stadium full of people, right? Wow. Right? So Ivanka posted this shit, right? She's like, incoming. And guys, I had the best reply to this ever, right? The best reply. I'm so proud of this tweet. It's not getting any play, but look at what I said. I said, your dad said he wanted to fuck you. Dude, it is. Your dad said he wanted to fuck you. And you're posting the little World Cup thing. Okay, thank you, Ivanka. We know who your dad is. Okay, we know you're posting this picture look at this. Wonder. But yo, your dad said publicly on television he wanted to fuck you. Yo, Ivanka, that's weird. Okay, sister? That's weird, sis. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but that's a little weird. Okay? Oh, shit. Dude, Ivanka breaking it out. That was savage, yeah. But that one's not going to get a lot of play, right? But Ivanka Trump. All right, so let's look at Trump at the World Cup. Because he walked out. All right, we're going to get to Tom Brady. That shit is pretty weird, too. All right, here he is, doing the walkout.
President of the United States on the field.
Dude, that's a lot of boos.
Alongside Gianni Infantino.
Dude, I had not heard that. That's a lot of boos. Holy shit, dude, he's getting booed. And then they turn the music up on the broadcast.
President of the United States on the...
Do you hear them turn the music up? As soon as the boos kick in, they like elevated the music in the broadcast to cover up the crowd. Wow. Wow, that's a lot of boos.
President of the United States on the field.
Jesus.
Alongside Gianni Infantino of FIFA.
Jesus, dude. Dude, they fucking hate his ass, bro. Holy shit. Holy shnikes, dude. Like, I knew it was bad, but I didn't think it was that bad, guys. Dude, they were like, the sound guys like, hold on, oh, turn up the music, turn the music up. Dude, the Emperor has a restraining order, boss. Jesus Christ, dude. All right, now what do we got, dude? Footage of Melania, right? Who is behind her? Who is that? Who is that? Dude, this is Matt Wallace. Who's behind her, dude? Do we know who this is? Like, this guy is always, like, doing something. Do we even know who that is? Is that Natalie Harp? I mean, that's Melania, but is that... I think that's Natalie Harp, isn't it? Oh, is that Tiffany? Nah. I think it's fucking... I think it's Natalie Harp, isn't it? Isn't it his nurse? Right? Laura Loomer? Laura Loomer? Is that Laura Loomer? Is that Madonna? I don't know that that's Madonna, but all right, whatever. That's Matt Wallace, though, dude. He's fucking jackhole. All right, so we got the booze. All right, now here's what we got, dude. Let's look at the clips here of... Let's look at the clips here of Trump in the fucking FIFA, okay? Like, here's the big one, dude. You ready? This is the big one, okay? Eugene Carroll. Oh, shit. Dude, yeah. Dude, yeah. You know what? JMD, you're not wrong. Matt Wallace was one of the first guys who blocked me, because just so you know, if you see that guy online, Matt Wallace always does that. Okay? That's what he does. Like, he'll put some weird music with like violins in it over a clip, and then he'll say like, everybody's freaking about what they notice in the background of this video. And then he wants people to get into the comments and be like, what's in the background of the video? He wants people to ask that question. He's like engagement farming, but it's all bullshit because there's nothing in there. He'll be like, you know, there's one thing about there's one thing about, you know, Donald Trump in this video that is freaking everybody out, right? Every single post he does that. It's fucking bullshit. Dude, that guy should be banned from Twitter. He's such an engagement farmer. And it's all fucking lies, too. It's all complete scuzzery. All right, hold on. Let me get dance party goal going. All right, I saw somebody fucking asking about the goal. We're going to get the dance. We are going to pine box tonight, dude. Pine box dance, baby. Dance, pine box dance. There it is. Dude, Tiffany. Dude, I think Tiffany's like the best Trump, dude. Dude, she's the only Trump that doesn't look like a fucking, you know, Stepford wife. Dude, I like Tiffany, right? She's the only one that I like, dude. She's Marla Maples. Let's go. She's going, I know she is kind of going downhill, but she'll always be the only Trump I like. So this one is wild, guys, because here you're going to see there's the presentation of the World Cup trophy, and Trump's up here with this buddy. Now, Trump doesn't need to be up here, right? The president of the country doesn't need to be up here, but whatever, he's up here. But watch what he does at the end. He's going to mill over to the side, and then fucking his buddy has to like drag him off because he just won't get out of the shot. Here it comes. Right? Here it comes. There's the thing of the trophy. Then Trump is talking to people, right? He's touching the small of his back. Like, what the fuck is that move? All right. Now they're getting ready to do their big team thing. Look at him. He's like trying to pull Trump, like, get out of it. And Trump is just standing there, dude. He's standing there, right? He wouldn't get out of the way, dude, while they're doing their shit. He's just standing there on the edge. Now, what is with the touch of the small of the back? Like, how creepy is that? Why does he have to touch the small of this guy's back? You know what I mean? It's like this, Trump is like touching this guy like he's a waitress at a nightclub and he's skeezing on her. It's so weird. You don't need to touch anyone's small of their back. Ever. You really don't. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you really don't, right? There's just not a fucking, you know, but look at this shit. Look at him. Look at him. What is he doing? He's like, oh, shakes it. Yeah. Shakes another guy's hand. Everyone's like, yo, get Trump out of there. There he is. He's touching a lingering touch of the back. Look at that. That's a 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. That's like a 4-second lingering back touch. Okay. And then look at him. He runs across. Come on, get out, get out, get out. Come on, get out, get out. Trumpy, get out. Come on, Trumpy. Oh, wait. All right. So I've ruined their whole moment. Now I'll leave. Okay. Now, after I ruin the whole thing, now I will get out of the frame, dude. Dude, what a douche. All right. Let me go back and get the ones I missed. Let me check, Elf. All right. What do we got here? I may have missed some. Dude, let me see. Hold on. We're gonna look here and see what we got. Dude, what a fucking douche. So we got Elf. No. Oh, yeah. 𝗙cie. 𝗙cie said, I have a friend from Argentina who voted for him the first time and fell for all his shit. He regretted the vote. Of course he did, 𝗙cie. Let's go. Thank you, 𝗙cie. Right? Then we got Elf on here. Elf said, having been to both men's and women's World Cup matches in USA, not this year, women's is way more exciting, to be honest. Guys, you ready for this? The women have won 4 times, guys. The U.S. women, right? Rapinoe, 4 times they've won. And Rapinoe gets shit on by MAGA, and everybody was talking shit about the women's team the other day online. They were like, oh, like, why are the men's soccer team sharing with the women? And we're like, yo, dude, the women have won the World Cup 4 fucking times. The American men have never even seen a final. Like, give me a fucking break, dude. The women are amazing. All right, Elf said you might have missed a super chat for me and 𝗙cie. I did indeed. I got you, though. And then Backbone Network. Let's go. There it is. Backbone Network says the commentators, we can edit that out. Yes, they're going to have to AI the ceremony, dude, because Trump is a fucking schnook. Now, of course, he's got to comment about shit, right? Dude, after the Trump's got to make some comment. Dude, look at him. Dude, he's like, look at his teeth. Dude, look at Trump. Every day he's like, oh, dude, no, dude, yo, Trumpy, yeah, homie, what's going on? What's going on with the teeth girding, dude? Like every time I see you, the teeth are gritting more and more. What do you, Trump says he's gritting his teeth because 𝗙𝗡𝗍 has started a new treatment. What's the treatment? She's shoving golf clubs up your ass? Huh. And that is for what exactly? Oh, for your cardiac, your arterial sclerosis in the chest, huh? She's shoving the grips of a 7-iron up your ass. Huh. Okay. All right, Trumpy. Hey, buddy, is she filming it by any chance? Because I'm not exactly sure that's the right treatment there, buddy. Dude, you dumb fucker. All right, fuck you. Bye-bye. All right. So there you go, guys. Apparently, his hospice nurse, 𝗙𝗡𝗍, has been shoving 7-irons up his ass and fucking doing, they call it the gyroscope. So he's like, oh, good morning. Whoa, oh, whoa, shit. Dude, can I tell you, not to change the subject, but when I was younger in I can't remember what grade I was in, but like one of my neighbors was telling everybody about how he stuck a wooden spoon in his ass. And we were like, all right, yeah, thank you for that piece of information. We will be exiting now, dude. Oh, Jesus. He was following the fucking 𝗙𝗡𝗍 method. Oh, shit, dude. I had the fucking craziest neighbors. Wisconsin, boss. I mean, Watertown, Wisconsin. That's all I can say. Welcome to small town Wisconsin. Imagine how embarrassing he would be if the U.S. won. Yes, one flew over. Dude, let's go. May Money in the building said, I can't wait for our special day. This dude sucks. In other news, I'm crushing like a high school girl on my co-swim coach. It's a nice feeling. Ha ha. Let's go. Let's go for the co-swim coach. We like that. All right, so you ready? So here he is. He's going to grit his teeth. Dude, congrats, May Money. It does feel good to get that crush on. All right, so here is Trump to tell us all about why he's made everything better than it ever has been before.
There's never been anything like it, probably in terms of an event, let alone soccer or football, whatever you want to call it. But I thought it was incredible. It was 4 times greater than any FIFA ever held. And it's probably about 5 times, actually, they're telling me today. Oh. So we're very proud of our country. We're very proud of the job that was done by everybody. We congratulate Gianni Infantino and all of his staff and the incredible job they did. But this was one of the greatest events of any kind ever held. So we're really happy that it did so well. And all over the world, people have come and they've loved our country. It's shown off our country in a different light. And it was a great thing. It was a great event. And I'm glad you all enjoyed it.
So, first off, dude, there have been events like Super Bowls that are crazy. There have been mass Olympics, Winter Olympics, Summer Olympics. I mean, dude, it's great. We had the World Cup. It was a great event. It wasn't just in the U.S. It was also in Mexico. It was also in Canada. It was a North American thing, but it was a good event, okay? But the superlatives here, where he's got to say, dude, this has been the greatest event in history. And then he goes on to say it was 4 times as good as any other World Cup. 4 times. He said 5 times. Really, is what they're telling me today, right? And where did they get that qualifier? How did they qualify that it was 4 times better? But then he's like, but today they're telling me it was 5 times. Tomorrow, it'll be 6 times, right? By Tuesday, it'll be 8 times. By next Friday, it'll be this was 10 times better than any event ever in the history of events, right? Except maybe, you know, I don't know, dude, the World Trade Center bombings, or, you know, like, dude, right? The plane crashes. Elf, God, he doesn't know anything about sports. No, he does not. He does not really know anything about sports, guys. He doesn't know anything about anything. Satan, he's ready, and so are we. Satan, please take this man to the furnace. Satan, please take this swollen piece of Epstein rapist human shit to the furnace. ASAP. Thank you, Satan. Dude, that's my new chant. It's my new chakra opening chant. Satan, please take this swollen Epstein rapist piece of shit away. Oh, solo mio. All right. So we saw that one. We saw the booze. All right, here's the front half of this one.
Here in North America. And they traveled from...
Dude, look at them. They're like group carrying it. Oh my God, dude. What are we doing, bro?
Here in North America. And they traveled from Atlanta to Guadalajara to LA to Dallas and here to New Jersey. One final act on this incredible summer of soccer.
All right.
For Rodri to lift the trophy and for the celebrations to begin both here.
There we go. There we go. There's the lower back touch again. And then he just stands there. They're like, come on, get out. Get out, buddy. Come on, Trumpy. Come on, get out. Oh, no. They're going to have to do a hard crop. Like, what a gross fucking dude. Dude, good job, Spain, though. I'm really glad Spain won. Guys, I wanted England to win. I'm still a little bummed that England didn't win. Dude, I'm a little bummed that England didn't win. I'm a little bummed because they should have been there. They should have not played defense. They should have continued offense. That 30 minutes of defense, that prevent defense or whatever, was a bad call. Okay? That was a bad fucking call, dude. England did win third place. They beat France. Alf said, I played soccer for 20 years and competitive hockey for 30 years, and I know how much he doesn't know. Let's go! Let's go, baby! Thank you, Elf. Dude, we got May Money in the building. Oh, Satan, please. Come on, Satan. Dude, Satan. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, Satan. Do it for us. Do it. Where are you, Satan? Where are you? Where are you? Satan. Satan, you in there? Oh, hey, bro. What up? Yeah, can you do it for us? Please? Cardboard box? Refrigerator box? Looks like it'll probably hold him mostly. All right, thank you. Ah. Dude. Trumpy. Oh, my God. Dude, so here's the other thing, though, that was crazy, guys. Is like, look at this shit. So Justin Bieber sang the word hallelujah. He didn't say anything about Jesus. The word hallelujah was like in the song or something. And all of the Christians are like freaking out because they're like, oh my God, Justin Bieber was like acknowledging Jesus on stage at the World Cup. Jesus has taken over. The whole world has just taken 2 tabs of fucking Jesus. Oh, yeah. It's 2 tabs. Dude, 2 hits of Jesus. Dude, I took 4 hits of Jesus this morning. And then I painted my bathroom with a sponge. It was pretty amazing, dude. on 4 hits of Jesus. Dude, oh my God, that would be amazing to sell acid and have it called Jesus. Dude, 4 hits of Jesus. Dude, oh shit, let's go. Oh, dude, yeah, I don't know what their obsession is, but he like, dude, they're like fucking, what are they doing? Put Jesus first at the World Cup. They are so obsessed, guys. So now I have a clip of this. Let me see if this is the one. There is somebody on a hot mic. I have a clip of the hot mic where the guy even says like, yo, dude, they're going to have to edit him out. Right here, watch this.
Oh, Spain! Is now, so they can edit him out of that.
Dude, you hear that? They can edit him out of that. They can edit him out of that.
Is now, so they can edit him out of that.
They can edit him out of that. Dude. The Australian guy's like, oh yeah. Yeah, I've got my compositor. I got my rotoscoper out in a van. Dude, there's you know what? I bet in the advent of Trump, there's probably a rotoscoper on staff that sits in a van outside every event Trump is in, preparing to rotoscope Trump like right out of the shot. Dude, I would not be surprised if that was an actual position. The White House rotoscoper, on staff. He's got his own van. He's got a great like powered, Mac Pro setup, the latest gear. He's out there just fucking crunching pixels and just fucking rotoscoping Trump out of all the shots, frame by frame, hand painting. Dude, like the animators used to do in Disney. Oh, Jesus, yes. Oh my God, can they rotoscope him out of the White House? Is that possible? Can we do that? Is that an option? Is that an option? Can we rotoscope him right out of the government? Elf said, if Bieber did a cover of Africa from Toto, Paula White would be saying, angels are coming from Africa. Strike and strike and strike.
Hey!
Sakatara. Dude, Laser McDanger, let's go. What's your favorite snack? I don't know, boss. My favorite snack. That's a tough one. Probably chocolate. I like chocolate. All right. So there we go. We got Trump out. We got the Trump out. We're going to get to the Tom Brady stuff. Now, there is something else with Trump, though, that we should look at, though, because Trump, guys, was also like providing other commentary today, dude. Now, this right here is so fucking astonishing. Did I miss yours? All right, let's get yours, May Money. Oh, there it is. Satan don't want him either. He left us on read. Let's go. May Money in the building. Thank you, May Money. Appreciate it, dude. I left one of Elf too. Said I was a little upset that Scotland didn't get out of the group stage. Yeah, dude, in the U.S., the U.S. maybe would have gone further if Trump hadn't meddled. Don't forget that either. Right? Trump fucked it up. Trump cursed us. Oh. So, guys, now. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh. Hold on. I forgot to start my recorder. Last Halloween, was eating candy for a week. Let's go. Dude, I love candy. Dude, I do love candy. I like crackles. Crackles are some of my favorites, dude. Let's go, Pinky. Let's go. I love crackles and whatchamacallits. All right, those are my favorites. Dude, whatchamacallits are so good. Chocolate and crisped rice. I really like crisped rice in chocolate, right? Crackles. Crackle with a K. You like 100 grands? I used to like them when they were called $100,000 bars when I was little. But now I like Crackles. Nestle Crunch are pretty good too, but Crackles are superior. But whatchamacallits are the best. All right. Now, you ready? So Trump, hold on. We got 16-9, guys. 16-9, baby. All right. You ready? Here. This quote, guys, this quote really kind of fucked me up a little bit. And it made me mad because we have had multiple U.S. service people die this week. Okay? And it looks like the Trump team is hiding the number of casualties. All right? So we don't even know how many people are dying. We know that at least 2 died. Possibly that third who was missing is also dead in Jordan. But it looks like there may be some casualties in Iran as well. And it looks like they're hiding the numbers. But listen to what he says here. Because when I heard this, I was like livid. I was like, dude, if my kid died in the Middle East and this guy fucking talked like this, I would go ape shit. Watch what he says.
Someone around Mr. President. He said at the start of the war it would be 4 or 5 weeks. Well, you keep hitting me. This is a far bigger job that we're doing. We were doing a little job of stopping them from having a certain capability. Now we're just ending it. So it's really not the same thing. What we're doing now is we're ending any chance where they could have a nuclear missile. If you look at it, after a week and a half, not 4 weeks, a week and a half, 2 weeks, we stopped them from probably, but I don't want to have the word probably. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, do you see that? The reporter asked him, said, yo, you said in 4 or 5 weeks, this thing was going to be over. And like, what is going on? And so Trump switches it up and he says, yo, no. Right? This is like, we're doing a much bigger job now. Before we were going to get rid of their certain capability, but now we're like ending it, making sure there's no capability. Like, yo, dude, this guy doesn't even have an objective. Okay? That's the problem. When they're saying, 4 or 5 weeks, he can't even say how long because he has no way to quantify this thing. He doesn't know what Iran's nuclear capability is. He never did know what Iran's nuclear capability is. First, they destroyed it with the bunker busters. Then they destroyed it with 2 weeks of bombing. Then they had gotten rid of all of their missiles. And now American soldiers are dying, coincidentally, from missiles, which is weird because he said there were no more missiles. And yet, everybody's dying from missiles. So there is they don't have an objective. They don't have, taking X, Y, or Z. They don't have that. They have nothing. He's literally just wandering around in the dark, hoping that if he drops enough bombs or blows enough shit up that eventually it's just going to stop and they'll do what he tells them to do, which I don't think that they will, right? It's crazy. He's literally just sort of making this shit up, probably in front of the reporter right there. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a much bigger job now. Now, instead of just, destroying their nuclear capability, now we are decimating times 50, destroying, slamming, crushing their nuclear capability. And next week we will be vaporizing the crushing of their nuclear capability, which could take anywhere from 2 to 500 weeks. And I just need like $5 trillion and, a year's supply of whippets to fucking... Dude, look at his hair. Dude, I think somebody fired an ICBM at his hair, bro. Look at that shit. Look at that, dude. That is like a full frontal. That's what we call the fucking empty pompadour, dude. The empty pompadour. Oh my God, bro. Let's go. Let's go, guys. What do we got? All right, let me get these. We're going to hunker down. We're going to get the dance party real quick. All right. We got this, dude. 4 minutes. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup is 100% in any form of regular to holiday style. Dude, I love Reese's, Elf. Thank you. Elf said Reese's Peanut Butter Cup is 100%. Dude, you did that one twice? All right. All right, let's go, baby. We love to see it, Elf. Let's fucking go, dude. Dude, I love Reese's. All right, guys. We need 14 and 4, baby. We got this. 14 and 4. Let's giddy up. Come on, baby. Whoa. Whoa. Giddy up. Little doggy. Giddy up. Let's go. Oh. Oh, let's go. Let's go, Trumpy. Giddy up. Come on. Dude, Pinky. Pine Box Watch. I see you. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Oh, shit. 13, guys. 13 and 3. Yeah. 12. Can we get a Paula? Yes, we can, Sumi. Let's go. 12 away, guys. 𝗙𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 guys. Dude, we're hitting the goal, dude. We are guaranteeing dances these days. Dude. Yeah, man. Yeah, that fucking dude, I would be so pissed if my kid died in the Middle East for this shit. I would be so mad. Second favorite candy bar is Snickers ice cream bar. Let's go. Those are great, dude. Pinky, let's go. Dude, orange clown box. Let's go, dude. Dance name was Nick. Let's go. Dude, May Money, this is for the laughs I get here. I love to laugh. Let's go, May Money. I love to laugh, too. Our casualties are way more than 14. They're lying. They are indeed, Jenna. They are lying. Let's go, guys. 7-2, baby. See, my point was this. You ready? The thing that bothered me about this, guys, was like how upset I would be if my kid died in a skirmish that was so senseless, where there's not even a clear objective, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? There's not even a clear objective. There's no like out road. They're not celebrating any like gains. We didn't even need to be there in the first place. I would be so mad. And the way he talks about it too, he just talks about it like he doesn't care about anything. Nameless, let's go. You know what I mean? Like he's not even hurt that like people are dying in this fucking thing. Dude, Pinky, war pigs, yes. All right, guys, 5 away. 4 away, baby. Dude, Elf says, I played pickleball with my girlfriend. I don't know if it's available where you live. There is pickleball. They have pickleball here. Jenny and I used to go play tennis, right? Someone order that pine box ASAP. I like tennis. I prefer tennis to pickleball. Dude, Hillary, let's go. Tennis is my game, dude. But right now, Jenny and I mostly go on walks and stuff. But dude, we would play some tennis. I do like tennis. Tennis is fucking, it's gritty, right? It is gritty. Dude, Pinky, let's go. Pickleball, though, is like all the rage. All right, one more, guys. We are 1 away, baby. Love it. I love that you and your GF play pickleball. And there it is. Truth. API 100K a month to access Trump's posts. Yeah, no, I know. I know they're doing that shit now where you can buy access to like the second he posts, you get the information, right? So people manipulating markets. Dude, May Money. Let's go. Paul should be the preacher at the funeral. Yeah, there we go. Hey, Trumpy! Sakatara. Let's go. All right. Dude, let's go. Dude, the dirty game of tennis. Dude, I love tennis. Scruffles, thank you, boss. All right, here we go. All right, so that was the Trump quote, dude, that I would just be so pissed, bro. I would be so fucking annoyed with this shit. We're going to check the RuPar, see if there's anything else on Trump we missed. All right. Dude, he's definitely is crashing out a little bit. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, here's his response about the troops, guys. Dude, Kelly, have a Crackles bar on me? I will, Kelly. Let's go. Thank you, boss. Dude, audible video. Dude, tennis is a racket. Yes, indeed. Tennis is a racket. Dude, oh, shit. Dude, I love tennis. I love it. I like watching it, too. It's like, it's pretty exciting. They used to have, they had the U.S. Open at the UCLA Pavilion once, and it was pretty cool, right? Is it always there? Is the U.S. Open, is it always there? Hold on. Or... So, oh, it rotates each year. Oh, okay. So it rotates. The U.S. Open rotates between the Tennis and Racket Club in Boston, the Tuxedo Club in New York City, and the Westwood Country Club. And so what was the one they had at UCLA? Dude, they had some tennis championship at UCLA. Now I'm confused. Yeah, it's the Tuxedo Club in New York, the Racket Club of Chicago, the Racket Club of Philadelphia. Hold on. So it was... Oh, okay. So, oh, okay, that's what it was. All right. So they had like the Los Angeles Open, right? And the Los Angeles Open, which is part of the US Open series. And that's what it was. It was at the LA Tennis Center on the UCLA campus from 1984 to 2012. So it's the Los Angeles Open, which is, I guess, a qualifier or one of the ones that is part of the US Open schedule. Because I remember that they had that like every year when I was going to college. So it's the LA Open. Got it. Okay. All right. And yes, the US Open is in Flushing Meadow, and they have like, oh yeah. Dude, so what was I even looking? What was the other information, dude? Oh, okay. Got it. So yeah, no, it's in Flushing Meadow, but oh, court tennis. Okay, never mind. So guys, sorry, dude, AI sucks. So you're right. The US Open, the tennis is in Flushing Meadows all the time. The rotating one is like the indoor court tennis. I guess they have a US Open of court tennis. Dude, what the fuck, bro? Dude, AI is so bad, guys. It can't be trusted. Dude, Kelly, I got you. What do we got here? Luck Dragon's trying to teach you about punk. Can alumni, let's go. violin teacher made me read The Inner Game of Tennis to help with my psychology of competition. Dude, The Inner Game of Tennis is a great book. I read that as an actor, and I recommend The Inner Game of Tennis to anyone who wants to learn how to like build new habits. If you want to like learn how to better yourself in a way that is like where you allow your brain to do the work instead of you trying to will it, like achieving your natural potential, highly recommend, guys. The Inner Game of Tennis. It was written in the 70s by like a tennis instructor, but it basically is the theory of like the brain knows how to do anything. Like teaching a tennis player to serve, they watch a great tennis player serve, and then the brain instantly knows how to do it perfectly. And so then your job as a competitor is to stop thinking about it and learn to get in the flow and let your brain just execute what it knows how to do. So the whole concept of the inner game of tennis is learning how to do things without thinking about doing them, how to just flow. And it's a really great book. Like I used it in acting. I definitely use it in any form of competitive sort of like, you know what I mean? It can be used in anything, like building, a social media channel from 0 followers into something where you have to just sort of like let the work go where it goes and sort of respond in the moment. Really great book. Use the name punk. Us old punk rockers would love for you to understand the subculture and music. Lots of love. Yeah, just so you know, the person here who's obsessing about punk doesn't necessarily mean about music, boss. Okay, punk was DIY too. There's a lot of layers to punk, and to think it's just the culture of punk music, like you're missing the whole thing, boss. You need to expand your mind there, buddy, because you're behind the 8 ball. Dude, Elf, if you've read it, you know. Let's go. Yeah, punk does not just mean music. DIY, baby. There's a lot of facets to that shit. Dude, I don't even like that much punk music. Let's go. Yeah, it was an attitude. Absolutely. It was like, my experience of it was a lot of things. A lot of it was about DIY though. It was about a culture of like not needing the corporations and not needing the machine to feed your thing, and doing it with a network of real human beings that did it themselves. So it wasn't just about punk music. It was about like house shows. It was about, when even, in the 2020s, when I would go play as the Wanteds in North Dakota, and all the kids would meet up at someone's house and they would drive the bands to a used storage and unlock a used storage, and the bands would play in a storage unit. It was about creating your scene wherever it was. It was like the people would come together and make the scene, and you didn't wait for it. You didn't rely on anything. You just did it yourself, and you stuck together like a family. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not just about punk music. There's a lot to punk lifestyle that has nothing to do with music. You're more grudgy? Let's go. And in fact, what's funny about it is you look at one of the biggest punk scenes in LA, and it was fucking Mike Ness from Social Distortion. And Social Distortion was like way more a rockabilly band than a fucking punk band. You know what I mean? They were like, the center of the punk scene, but they didn't even really play punk music, man. It was like, because it wasn't just about a single style of music, right? And in fact, all the punkers I knew were heavy into the goth world. But anyway, you like Green Day? Dude, Green Day is from Berkeley, right? Gilman Street. They had a good scene up there too, in like the Stork Club in Oakland, which was that was a really cool club that had all these like Barbie dolls in boxes behind the bar. The whole back of the bar was like boxed Barbie dolls. It is amazing. Dude, this is sad. Yeah, I mean, nobody wants to listen to you fucking cry about fucking how sad you are. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I appreciate you coming out, But now you're just being disruptive. You can go away. You can go fucking cry in a box of fucking punk rock Wheaties, right? Dude, the Stork Club was amazing. Let's go. Dude, people shit on that word punk because they're real narrow about it because they think they own it, but they don't. That's the thing about punk. You don't own it. You don't get to tell me what's punk. You don't. The punk thing is fuck you. You don't get to tell me what's punk. That's not punk. If you're running around telling people what kind of punks they are, you're not a punk. You're a poser. Okay? You are. You're a poser. You're somebody who got punk out of a fucking magazine or some shit. Let's go. Next. You knew I was going to zap them? Yeah, I mean, they just came in here trying to dominate the conversation. Yeah, they were going anyway. I just thought I'd have a moment. All right, you ready? Watch this. Back to the show. All right, here we go. Watch this. This is about the troops, guys. Here we go.
Well, we feel very badly, but you know, those great people, those great patriots were out there fighting that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Iran has been very, very badly damaged. They've lost everything almost militarily. They've got very little.
Dude.
Well, we feel.
Dude. Right? Oh my God, dude. Look at that shit. Oh, we feel very badly. But they're out there fighting so Iran can't have a nuclear weapon, and we've just knocked out everything, right? We've just knocked out everything of militarily. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, shit. You were going to, but they donated money. Yeah, let's go. I appreciate the donos. I just don't like people who come in and try to be disruptive like that. You know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's annoying, boss. All right. Dude, fucking Trump, we feel very badly, but we have definitely destroyed everything. Definitely destroyed it. All right. Dude, I know he's saying that as not only are troops being killed, but like, guys, we don't even know when the end of this thing is, right? That's the problem, guys. Okay? That's the problem. The problem is we don't know. There's not an end here. Okay? There is not an end here. Right? There is not an end here. You know what I mean? And look at this. He says, this is the quote. What we're doing now is we're ending any chance where they can have a nuclear missile. If you look at it, after a week and a half, we stopped them from probably, right? After a week and a half, we stopped them from probably, but I don't want to have the word probably. But here's the thing, though, guys, is he is never going to know that they don't have a nuclear weapon. You know how he could have known? There is a way he could have known, guys. He could have known about having a nuclear weapon if he had not torn up the Obama deal. Because the Obama deal had open inspections and a constant stream of information. And there were delegates that would go to Iran and could see the facilities and see exactly what Iran was doing. The entire thing was a show of goodwill, and it was monitored and fucking looked at. And now what do we have? Now we have nothing. There's never going to be a delegation, even after this war or whatever it is. Iran's never going to open the doors to Trump's people to come in and look at their facilities. We are never going to know, guys. We are never going to know, man. Ever. It's just going to be blocked in, guys. It's like, now it's just blocked. Elf says, what's funny is I'm a very uptight progressive. I was too afraid to ask out a goth girl at uni, and I later found out she liked me. Missed chances. Oh, shit. All right, Elf. Dude, let's go. Dude. Let's fucking go, baby. All right. Hold on one sec here. Dude, let me reset this. There we go. There we go. Let's go. Dude. Yeah, I mean, I guess the thing, right? Like, even now he's saying already, Iran has lost almost everything militarily. Look at this.
It was great. It was a great event, yes. Well, we feel very badly, but you know, those great people, those great patriots were out there fighting that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. Iran has been very, very badly damaged. They've lost everything almost militarily. They've got very little left. They've got some missiles. They've got some drones. They've got some manufacturing ability, not much. We control the strait. They don't control anything. So we'll see what happens. But we hit them very hard again tonight. And we did that in honor of the probably three. It's probably three as opposed to two. Great patriots.
Dude, probably three as opposed to two. Dude, isn't that crazy? Like, I mean, but guys, this guy, he's not going to care. I mean, give me a break. Remember Charlie Kirk? Charlie Kirk was like his guy, the guy who got him elected in 2024. And remember when, how do you feel about your friend Charlie Kirk dying? He's like, oh yeah, that's rough. Have you seen my ballroom? Right? He doesn't care. Dude, I think there's like already almost 20 dead so far since the beginning of this thing. And that's the ones that we know about. Dude. But Iran is now very badly damaged, right? They've lost everything almost militarily. Jesus, bro. Oh shit. Dude, there's a fucking, look at that, dude. There's a Trump in a coffin billboard in Tehran. Oh shit, bro. Jesus. That is a crazy billboard. Dude, yikes. Hallelujah. Pine box. Pine, how do you say pine box in Farsi? Right? Like, dude, I wish I knew how to say pine box in Farsi. Right? We should practice it. Can we sue him? I wish we could. Oh, geez. All right. Dude, Trump. All right, we're gonna move through the shit, though. We're gonna move through the shit. Dude, look at these guys. These guys have a fucking, right? The right-wing media is like, oh my God, Trump touched down in D.C. Wow, guys. Look at that. Wow, dude. His plane touched down. Look at that, guys. The right-wing media is like, whoa, Trump landed. Woo! Crazy. He flew from D.C., right? He flew from fucking New Jersey to D.C., guys. Let's go. Incredible. Incredible, guys. All right. Elf says, I know I mentioned Strom Watch, but we're not going to know when DJT will get his pine box, even if it happens during presidency. That's true, right? That's true. We're not gonna know. We're not gonna know, dude. Dude, I mean, I'd be surprised, guys. I feel like, think about this. Think about this. If Trump were to die, if Trump were to have a massive coronary event, how long do you think they would hide it before they would tell us? Like, don't you feel like there would be scuttling behind the scenes to, like, maneuvering before they would even admit it? I feel like they would do a Mitch McConnell thing with it, where he would disappear. They would say he's in the ballroom, he's in the bunker, right? I bet they would delay it for like a week or two. I bet they would, dude. I bet they would. I bet they would delay it like a week or two. You'd see Vance making decisions. I don't even know if they'd tell JD, right? Would they even tell JD? Maybe they wouldn't, guys. Oh shit. Right? They would just send JD to Greenland, you know, and with a very important job, right? They'd send JD and Erica Kirk to Greenland in like having to share a hotel room. And then JD would be like, all right, forget it. Forget the presidency. I'm going to fucking hang out here and fucking tap Charlie's woman for free on the state dime. Oh shit, dude. On the couch. They'd be like Erica Kirk, JD, and a sectional. Right? Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord. All right. Now we got to pivot though, guys. We got to pivot to Andrew Tate because obviously yesterday was like the big news of Andrew Tate getting arrested in Florida. Him and Tristan were here. The UK had issued this like warrant with these extra charges, 59 charges. U.S. Marshals arrested Andrew Tate. And then everything hit the fucking internet, guys. Okay? And the internet just went crazy with this. Now, there were a number of threads that were like getting dialed in on the internet here. And there were two main ones. Okay, one thread was about Andrew Tate himself. We're going to look at that. And that was where the internet was doing what the internet does. And it was punking his fucking clothing. Okay, the internet was focused on this. Some enterprising fucking person online found a catalog that had the Andrew Tate outfit in it. Oh my God. Dude, isn't that crazy? They found his actual outfit. Like, what are we talking about? It is literally the purple blouse and the slacks, the capris and the shoes, the loafers. Now, this dazzling young woman, I think, looks a lot better in this thing than Andrew Tate does. I mean, Andrew Tate, dude, look at him. Look at how frumpy he looks. Dude, it's a pretty feminine outfit, but boy, does he looks real frumpy in it. It's kind of wrinkled. It doesn't fit him right. I'm not even sure it's buttoned correctly. But oh my God, dude, what is this outfit? Now, here's what I'm trying to figure out, guys. Okay? She does. She looks amazing. She looks incredible. Okay? Now, what I'm trying to figure out, though, guys, is this. Did he buy this stuff purposely? Is this like an old outfit that he used to look good in and he just forgot to pack some shit when he came to America, so he had to throw on this thing that fit him like 14 years ago? It's like an outfit he saved from when he was a kid. Or did he forget to bring clothes and the only thing he could scrounge up was like, you know, the concierge at the hotel. His 16-year-old daughter had an outfit that she had left in the hotel, right? You know? I mean, we're not exactly sure, okay? The jury is out, but the internet, though, was going crazy on his outfit. Now, and obviously we think that the jewelry was rented because the guy in the gold jacket actually removed the jewelry. Now, there was some suspicion online about whether this video was real. And I want to show you why, okay? There was a point in this video that people were freaking out about, and they were thinking that this video was not real. All right? Let's go to the original TMZ Tate video, and we're going to look at this video, okay? So let's look at this, because there were some people. I'm going to go ahead and download this real quick. Give me 1 sec so we can zoom in on it. Here, let me pull this off the internet real quick. All right, there we go. Okay. So there was some suspicion around this that was going on the internet all day today. I was definitely seeing it in my comments. I was definitely seeing it among people. And it was about some artifacting going on with this foot. Okay, there's a couple of things here that are sort of weird mystery points. Now, number one, okay, first off, a lot of people were keying in on the U.S. Marshals and being like, oh, these guys are in tennis shoes. These guys don't look like federal officers, et cetera, et cetera. And some of them don't, but the U.S. Marshals, I think a lot of them try to travel, you know, the same way that the Proud Boy ICE agents do, where it's a little ragtag. But there was a statement by the U.S. Marshals, okay? Brandon, it was Brandon, what was his name? It was... Yeah, they don't. They dress like they dress like plainclothes people. It was Brady McCarran. Okay. So there was a guy from the U.S. Marshals named Brady McCarran. Okay. It was an agency spokesperson named Brady McCarran who went on the record with the AP. Okay. Now, this is important because everybody was dissecting this video and being like, whoa, this shit looks fake. Like, number one, they attacked the way the U.S. Marshals looked, which, of course, they don't usually look like FBI guys. They look a little more like bounty hunters, okay? They're a little more like plainclothesy, and they've always been like that because they're operating more under the radar and in, you know, in civilian, you know, snatching sort of situations. That's number one. Number two, they were freaking out about how they allowed him to take the jewelry off. And I think that had more to do with Andrew Tate than anything. I think they may not have allowed him to take the jewelry off if it wasn't Andrew Tate. But I think there's a really good chance that most of these marshals probably like Andrew Tate, guys. And this was not at the airport. This was outside of an event center in Miami where the Tate brothers were supposed to be hosting a bare knuckle like fighting event. There was like a bare knuckle fighting event, and that's why they came to America. So I think the necklace removal and the accommodations were because of the Tate, them, liking these guys. Now, the other thing is the foot, okay? You're going to see a section here where Andrew Tate's foot disappears, okay? We're going to watch this. Ready? Let's see. Hold on. Let me go back and get these fucking donos. I want to make sure I didn't miss any. Give me 1 sec here, guys. All right. So I want to make sure I don't miss any. All right. Good. Okay, good. I got him. So we got Elfs, and then Elf said, Andrew Tate buttons up his shirts like an MC picture. Let's go. And then we got fucking Audible video, Pinebox internet translation is 𝗙𝗍𝗽𝗪𝗧. All right, let's go. 𝗙𝗍𝗽𝗪𝗧. Let's go, baby. So you see how his foot like disappears? There's some artifacting here where the camera guy like alternates between Tate and Tristan and Tate again. And then you're going to see his foot disappear. Right there. Right? And then it reappears. Okay, so his foot disappears and reappears right there. And so people were like, is this AI? What's going on with this photograph, right? Is this AI, blah, 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 blah. Now, if you look at the photo, you see that there's like a plastic bag of some sort, okay? It looks like there's a dirty plastic bag or a plastic wrapper or something on the ground, and it looks like his shoe is partially obscured behind this thing. Now, you're also going to notice his phone, and we're going to talk about the phone here in a minute. But when there were pictures of like the actual space, you notice that his foot, there's like a wrapper or some shit on the ground. You can see it. It's kind of ruddy looking, and it looks like his foot got stuck behind it. But let's talk about this phone here, okay? Because this phone is really important, guys. You see the phone on the ground? Because this was a detail that a lot of people missed. Where, watch what happens when he fucking, like, pulls over here. Let me pull this one. Let me see how to do a frame-by-frame advance. Hold on. Let me get this. All right, so you ready? So watch this, okay? We're gonna slow this down. If there's do we have a speed control here? Maybe we don't on this. Oh, I guess maybe we do. We not? We don't, huh? Because we're in film and TV. But watch this, okay? This is crazy here. Dude, so right when this guy comes up, okay, right when he comes up, I'm going to show you what happens here. Right when he comes up, Andrew Tate, you're going to see his pocket stretch out down here. And Andrew Tate is going to pull his black phone out of his pocket, and he's going to try to hand it to this guy. He like taps him with it, and this guy is sort of like not aware of what's going on. And so then Andrew Tate drops it on the ground, and this guy in the back comes and picks it up. And I don't know if it's him or what, but he does it right before he cuffs him. Okay, so it's already out of his pocket by the time he finishes cuffing him. But watch this. See it right there? You see his hand? He's pulling it out of his pocket. Then he's got it. This guy's got one hand here, and he's trying to give it to this guy. And he taps him with it. And then he just drops it. And you even can hear it land. You hear it like, you hear that? You can hear the sound of it hitting the ground. And then this guy's going to come and pick it up. See him? He bends down and picks it up. Now, that is a really interesting detail there. Okay? Isn't that crazy? You, like, the camera guy is shifting between Tristan over here with his stupid fucking hat on, but you can see it plain as day. And now this really set the internet on fire because they're like, okay, why did he drop that phone? Okay, and is the guy who picked it up, was that guy a federal agent or was that guy one of his people? A guy came and picked it up, okay? Because it's like, dude, that is some weird shit. Is there shit on that phone? Like, why did he get rid of the phone? Yeah, he definitely doesn't want his phone looked at. But that shit is crazy, dude. There it is. Yeah, you hear it. You fucking hear it. And then this guy picks it up. Now, I don't think that guy is a federal agent, okay? This guy, this is the guy who picked it up right here. I don't think he's a fucking federal agent, man. I don't know if that guy is an agent or whatnot, but that is a detail, guys, that something about that phone got zipped, gone, lost, you know? And so that's really intriguing. And so some of this was sort of setting the internet on fire. Pinebox, oh, we already got that one. Dude, Elf says, we all know camera, phone, video recording is admissible as evidence. Let's go. Yeah, I wonder if that's ever going to be dealt with, right? Because I'm really intrigued by that. Now, the jacket guy is a friend of his. Some people were telling me who the jacket guy is. Hold on, the gold jacket guy is, let's see here. Gold jacket guy is, it is Justin something. He's a friend of theirs. The gold jacket guy who pulls the chains is Justin Waller. Okay? This is the guy in the gold jacket who, okay? Right? This guy right here. It's his buddy, Justin Waller, is the dude who takes the fucking necklace. All right? It's this guy. Right? Some fucking Gomer friend of his. Again, there's the phone. Pulls it out, taps it, drops it. This guy leans down and picks it up. And then his buddy Justin Waller comes in and takes the necklaces off. Yeah, so Justin Waller is, yeah, he's some internet personality, right? Some fucking hard to catch and never home. Yeah, there he is. He's just some fucking Shlomo. One of the gay buddies of Justin Tate. Are Justin Waller and Barron Trump in a photo together? That wouldn't surprise me. Dude, look at this clown, dude. Dude, what a weirdo, dude. Look at these guys. Dude, like, bro. Dude, buy a fucking, like, this guy can afford a tailor, dude. All of these guys dress like they're 12-year-old boys wearing a 9-year-old suit jacket. You know what I mean? Like, yo, homie. Like, none of these guys can afford a tailor. I know they think it looks good. Justin Waller, Barron Trump. Let's see if there's images of these guys. Oh, yeah, here we go, guys. There it is. There we have. Look at that. Oh, look at this. Now, I don't know who this guy is. Who's this guy on the end? Because this is Justin Waller. This is Barron Trump. It's PBD. And then this is Beau Loudon, whose mommy works for Trump. Okay, Beau Loudon is a guy who's now like a Twitter influencer. And his mommy is a Trump worker. So, of course, her son gets to be like a right-wing influencer now. But who's this guy again? This guy, we know who this guy is. Who is that? I know we know who that guy is. Oh, yes, Colby Covington. Yes, the UFC fighter. That's who it is. Yes, Colby. Thank you. Yeah, I knew we knew him. But yeah, there he is. Right? Justin Waller with Beau Loudon. PBD, dude. And they're all wearing fucking, like, look at him too. He doesn't know how to fucking wear a jacket either. Dude, oh shit. Dude, I mean, Barron Trump at least looks like he's got a decent tailor, right? Like, he's the, you know. Dude. Oh, he wants Colby Covington to run for office? Yeah, dude. They all look like crazy, bro. But so, yeah, so Waller is this must be fucking gold jacket must be Tate's connection. Here he is, right?
I was like at least an 8.
You're not an 8. You're not an 8.
Yeah.
You're a thirsty savage. Ask for validation. Now you're sitting in a 10 flat.
That's kind of rude.
Dude, she called herself an 8. She's hanging out with 𝗙𝗍𝗍. Dude, these guys are such losers. And he says, you're a third tier 7 hanging out in a 10's lap. I'm sorry, this 𝗙𝗍𝗍 guy is not a 10. He's not even good looking, dude. Dude, he's mid at best. Come on now, right? Dude, these guys are all like fucking such fucking weirdos. Dude, Nick Fuentes is there. Dude, these guys are all gay as shit, bro. Dude, is that 𝗙ecie? It is. Oh my God. Dude, is that Myron? I think that's Myron, isn't it? Isn't that Myron Gaines? Oh, dude, what the fuck, bro? These guys are so funny. Dude. They are so funny, dude. I know 𝗙𝗍𝗍 is now on the fucking Israel train, guys. He is, but they're like Israel is trying to rejuvenate their name. So they're trying to sponsor all of these guys. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to sponsor all these guys. Yeah, they are. They're trying to sponsor all these guys. Like they're trying to rope in any young influencers they can. But they have a rough go of it, though, because there's not a lot of the right-wingers that are going to, you know, pile onto that shit. They might take the money, but, you know, we'll see. My lawyer friend in New York hates how popular this is because he says it's an easy case, multiple cases over multiple countries. Yeah, I think, guys, it's going to be interesting to see how this works out because the UK shit is going to be a big deal. You know what I'm saying? It is. The UK charges are a big deal. The UK charges are a big deal. And just for the record, guys, you ready for this? Pointing out the fact that these guys are homoerotic or closeted gay is not being homophobic, guys. Nobody is lying in judgment of these guys being gay or having gay behavior. We're lying in judgment of these guys being hypocrites, okay? With these guys advancing anti-LGBTQ stereotypes, language, and anti-LGBTQ political ideologies while they themselves are engaged in absolutely closeted gay behavior. Okay? The judgment is of the hypocrisy, not of the fact that they're like banging each other. Nobody cares if Justin Waller, Andrew Tate, and Benny Johnson go to a Motel 6 with a case of baby oil. They can rock down for a month until they fucking are blind with sweat. Nobody cares. The problem is these guys advancing anti-LGBTQ ideology while they're doing it. Okay? That's it. So don't get on this bullshit like, when you talk about the closeted right-wingers, you're being homophobic. Shut the fuck up. All right? It's the hypocrisy we're talking about. Dude, I love these guys being gay. I love that Andrew Tate is gay. I just wish he would find a better way of dealing with it. You know what I'm saying? So then he wouldn't have to be such a prick, and he wouldn't have to like delude an entire generation of young men. He could simply say, yeah, guys, I swing both ways, and it's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, these guys could advance gay rights and gay liberation. They really could if they would just stop being closeted weirdos. Okay? You know, it's right. They make people suffer because of their own self-hatred. Yes. Very good. That's right on the nose, baby. Right on the nose. And Benny Johnson too, man. It's like, dude, seriously, just fucking grab a D and fucking like lean into it. You know? Yes, they are known for human trafficking. But guys, you ready for this? Okay? Let's look at this for a sec here. Because you have the Tate brothers, okay? So, I want to show you something here, all right? Let's find an image of these guys. God, he is such a fucking clown, bro. Oh, shit. Here's the body camera. Oh, yeah, no, it's a fake. I was going to say, I thought they had an actual body camera, but no, they have some fucking SpongeBob in here, dude. What are they doing, bro? Dude, the Daily Loud is doing this shit. Dude, this is fucking AI slop. But anyway, so if we look at these guys, hold on. See, there's the phone. Look at this one. This one has a clear shot of the phone. He's gonna put it in his pocket. Then he fucking hands it to him. Drops it. He comes and picks it up. So obvious. All right, but so when we look at these Tate brothers, guys, you got to remember a couple things here. That number one, the Tate brothers are human traffickers, okay? And they're grapists, and they are like physically abusive to women. They had cam businesses where they forced these women to engage in, money-making things for them. And some of them, I think, were quite young, okay? So the Tate brothers did. But guys, so did Donald Trump, okay? The fucking president of the United States right now was a human trafficker, okay? The president of the United States, Donald Trump, in 1999, he had a company called Trump Models that brought teenage girls from Eastern Europe to New York City under the guise of modeling. Then Trump would put them in his apartments, like 10 girls in like one apartment, and he made them pay exorbitant amounts of rent, okay? He overcharged them for rent and just milked money off of them, and only occasionally would they get a modeling job, and then he would take a percentage of the modeling job, okay, in addition to bilking them for rent. He was taking a percentage of the modeling when they did work, and every time he would have a party, those girls, those teenagers from Eastern Europe would have to go be the entertainment. If he was having a party with businessmen or local politicians or whatever he's doing, he's got people to schmooze. Those Eastern European modeling girls would have to show up, do drugs, dance, fuck around, whatever, be the entertainment for the night. Sometimes they were walking on the table, on the dinner table. There was that one with Clinton at this dinner where he made them with no underwear walk up and down the table while the guests looked up their skirts. They had to do that shit, okay? Trump was a human trafficker, okay? He was doing that shit. So it's like, it's mind-boggling to think that like the president of the United States and Donald Trump are one and the fucking same, guys. They're one and the same, right? Dude, you don't want me to be copyrighted by 𝗙𝗍𝗍? They have the best auto-tune of Paula. Let's go! Dude, put it in Discord. I'll look at it off stream. Right? It's so toxic. Right? Those cops are with the fashion police. Yes, Sub Rosa. They should. They should be. Dude, again, guys, there it is. There's the outfit, guys. Look at that. Dude, only 29 fucking British pounds for this shit. That shit is cheap, dude. Dude, Tate is like a cheap fashion date, boss. I swear she looks so much better. Dude, she rocks it. Dude, he looks like he just fucking... You think he borrowed, like... I'm telling you, I think he came to America and he had no clothes. Or he got drunk last night and somebody stole all his clothes. So he just borrowed an outfit from the concierge's daughter. That's it. Oh, shit. So, yeah. So here, though, here's where it's going to get interesting. Because how much is the Trump admin going to try to, intercede in this? And what's going to happen to Tate in the meantime, guys? Because here's the deal. I don't think they can let him out, right? Now, normally they do have bail for, extradition hearings. They do have bail, but like, obviously Tate is a flight risk. So are they going to keep Tate in while this thing plays out? Or are they going to let him hit bail and then he's immediately going to leave the country? He's going to go back to Romania and he's going to do, the Roman Polanski where he spends the next 20 years hiding. I mean, the UK charges are pretty stiff. 59 charges, including one of like child, like some 𝗙𝗍𝗹𝗪. Okay, so I don't know. Obviously, if Trump gets involved in this, that could get him off. I mean, a lot could go on here, but these guys definitely deserve to be in jail. Yeah, my expectations are pretty low. I am fully expecting Trump to stick his nose in there. And if not Trump, Richard Grenell, okay? Richard Grenell is the gay member of Trump's organization that brought them to the UFC fight. So I'm expecting, it says under U.S. law for international extradition, bail is rarely granted. Oh, let's go. Dude, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. I mean, I can't imagine with the flight risk of these guys that there would be bail. There should not be any bail. They should be held pending this. But there's serious charges, guys. The UK charges are serious. But again, Richard Grenell could pop in there. I mean, guys, Epstein, okay, the U.S. attorney in the Southern District of Florida, Alex Acosta, the U.S. attorney erased Jeffrey Epstein's sex crimes case with 40 victims, and he gave Epstein and all of his co-conspirators a lifetime of fucking immunity. So the fact is the U.S. government could intervene on behalf of these guys and make the marshals like whatever. I mean, I expect anything is possible. they're not really concerned about their relationship with the UK right now. Trump is not concerned about his relationship with anybody right now except Netanyahu and fucking, Bukele, right? Other than Bukele and Netanyahu and Malay, I don't think Trump cares about anyone. So I wouldn't be surprised if, Grinnell got in there and started moving pieces around in the U.S. Marshal's office and this thing, who knows? So we'll see. I mean, anything's possible, but these guys, I want them to get their due. They deserve to be in prison. Okay? Everybody knows it. Good morning. Let's go. Yeah, I hope it doesn't happen either. Now, I don't know, though, guys. Right? And so here's the thing, Sam. I don't think his foot disappears. If you look at this is a pretty low-quality video, right? And the disappearing foot thing, it looks like his foot disappears when the phone's down there. But if you look at the photograph of it, there's like a dirty, paper bag or some shit here that you can clearly see. There's like a plastic wrapper on the ground that partially obscures the foot. And there's the phone. And there's the blue mark on the paper, on the pavement. But you see, this is just a blurry, it's like a lo-fi, you know what I'm saying? Somebody took a lo-fi, they got the camera photo and you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think it's literally just obscured by that plastic wrapper. It just looks like a lo-fi artifact. I mean, look at the quality of the video compared to the photograph, I mean, that kind of shit happens all the time on low-quality video. The video is real. And guys, just so you know, a spokesperson for the U.S. Marshals confirmed this arrest, as did the UK agency. So there's a U.S. agency and a UK agency that have confirmed this arrest. There's a court date, I believe, for next week. This is real, okay? It's real. It happened. It's out there. The spokesperson talked to the AP, right? You know what I mean? It is, I know we're in conspiracy land, guys, right? We're in conspiracy land. I don't think TMZ would post if it wasn't real. Now, what I want though, guys, and I'm going to show you again for people who are new, I want to know what happens to his phone, okay? That's what I want to know, because watch this, guys. Watch Tate. He's got his phone in his hand. Then he starts to put it in his pocket. Then he pulls it out and tries to hand it to this bearded guy. Right there, you're going to see him pull it out and try and hand it to him. He taps him with it, but this guy's not aware. Then you're going to hear it hit the ground because he's going to drop it. You hear it? You hear it slam down on the ground? And then when the camera pans back, it's down on the ground. And then this guy comes up and picks it up. So he got rid of his phone. He got rid of his fucking phone, guys. Right? That is wild, dude. He got rid of his phone. But this guy, dude, this guy's not aware. He's like, oh, what's going on? It is nuts, isn't it? The phone ended up in the hands, and then the fucking jewelry guy, Justin Wall, comes in, but this guy's got the phone. And I don't think this guy is a U.S. Marshal. I think that's one of Tate's guys. You thought the guy who grabbed it was an undercover cop? I don't know. Maybe. If this guy's a cop, then great. I don't know if this guy is a cop or if he's a Tate guy. Let's see if we look at the long, full TMZ version and see if we can find out. Watch that guy. Okay?
Mind signing?
Hey, take.
Oh, fuck, dude. You know what I just realized? Is I think I think this guy with the camera asking him for, I think somebody asking him for an autograph is how they got him to pause from getting into the car, dude. I think he was, or what was going on here?
Mr. Tate, would you mind signing?
Hey, Tate.
Oh, dude, he says, Mr. Tate, would you mind signing? All right, so let's watch the guy who grabs the phone. He's this dude right here. Let's see where he goes. He's got sort of a, almost like a mohawk.
Back up. Guys, back up.
See, he was talking to the agent right there. You see him? Like, look at this. He's talking to the agent right here, and the agent is looking down. So I don't know if he, right? I don't know if he gives the phone to this guy, but you see he was engaging this guy in conversation, and the agent does look down. This guy is definitely an agent. And so you see him talking right there, and he's looking down. So he may give him the phone. He's looking at it. They're looking at it right there. They're like looking at the phone. So it is possible that they have the phone. Here he is. Black t-shirt. He's not in that group. He doesn't get in the car there.
Tristan, anything to...
All right. Let's see. I don't see him in this shot either.
Tristan, anything to say?
So yeah, I don't know what happened to that guy. What happened to the phone remains a mystery. Yeah, I didn't see him when it panned back there either. I don't see him. There's the bearded guy he tried to give the phone to. I'm not sure if it's his security or somebody else. Right? I didn't see him in that group, though. So...
Back up.
See, he's right there. He's...
Back up.
Traffic girls, Saudis, and Russians buy real estate. Let's go, Audible! That sucks, dude. Dude, I hate fucking human traffickers. I can't stand them, guys. I can't stand them. And let me just tell you, like, so I have often, because I was in the rock and roll world, I have often been in close proximity to either adult entertainers or girls that worked in strip clubs, then, you know, some of whom did things like escorting. Okay. Now, what's interesting about that is not everybody who's involved in escorting like had a protector. Okay. Most of the girls did not. And especially as the internet advanced and they had like bulletin boards where the girls could communicate and like report like shitty numbers or shitty clients, it became less important for them to have a protector. They could do the job for each other. But oftentimes, girls that were strippers, that were, you know, I don't know, had drug habits, doing a little escorting, they would have a protector, a handler, you know, like kind of the modern version of a pimp. But what is interesting is these guys actually do nothing but like harm the girls. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing that's really like, pimps are not the ones finding them work. The girls are finding the work. the girls are paying for everything. All the guy's doing is providing protection and taking money. And like, but they're usually the girls need protection from the guy. And that's the way these guys were too. They had these cam girls in houses in Romania, and they forced them to work, and they like kept them under lock and key, and they provided them protection, but they really weren't. They were like overlords, preventing them from going anywhere under the guise of like protecting them, when all the work they're doing in cams is like totally anonymous. I mean, it's so devious. It is so devious. Elf says, honestly, I don't mind the color because I have some shirts in the same color, but I usually wear a black tie with a button-up shirt and a black suit. Let's go, Elf. Dude, love it. They're so devious, man. You know, they're so devious. So yeah, we don't know what happened to that guy. Like, we don't really see that other guy. Like, when they walk Tristan off, right? You have all the federal agents, and you have the Waller guy, and then you have the bearded dude here. But I don't know where that black shirt guy went, okay? I don't know where that black shirt guy went who picked up the phone. So maybe that phone is with the agents. But yeah, wild stuff. The internet's been going off on this today, guys. All right? Isn't that crazy? Guys, I think that's pretty crazy. I also think she looks way better in Tate's outfit than Tate does. Way better. Him dropping it was strange. It was. When his guy wouldn't take it, let's go. Does it last for hours? It does, boss. We usually go 2 or 3 hours. All right? Sometimes more. Sometimes we go 5. Depends. It depends on how distracted I get. Let's go. Oh, shit. Tonight, though, is going to be kind of a short one because I want to get a jump on Monday. Right? Want to get a jump. Let's see what else we got to cover. Dude, we got all the Trump. We got that. Dude, now it's just, we covered all the main shit. Now we just need Sunday Funday, guys. Right? Sunday Funday. What's my favorite song? So, all right. I'm going to answer that question. So, what I will say is this, guys. I don't have favorites in the general terms of favorites, okay? So you know, the thing about favorites is some people have like a favorite song or a favorite movie. Mine is like a carousel, which means I often have different favorite things during different favorite periods. I go through periods. Right now, I do have a favorite song, and my current favorite song is a brand new song. It's called Jeep by 𝗙𝗵𝗏𝗄. Okay? Do you know who 𝗙𝗵𝗏𝗄 is? Right? She is... There she is. This is 𝗙𝗵𝗏𝗄. She is a trans woman that is fucking amazing. And she has a new song out called Jeep that is like, bro, that shit fucking rocked my world, dude. Fucking, oh my God. It is my absolute favorite song. And you know how I discovered it? I discovered it on Instagram. Okay? On Instagram, of all things. Okay? You would have never guessed she was trans? Of course not. That's like the way all trans women are, like 90% of them. Okay? That's what's so amazing about them, right? 90% of them, you'd never have any idea. That's the beauty of it. That's why right-wingers are such fucking douchebags. She is totally hot. But you know how I discovered it, though, guys? I discovered it. I have a kind of an obsession with Charli XCX. Okay. And so Charli XCX, she had a movie, and she is really like close friends with Rachel Sennett. Do you know who Rachel Sennett is? She's an actress and a movie writer that is, right? Rachel Sennett. You know her, right? You know her, right? She's an amazing actress and really great writer, okay? And so Rachel Sennett and 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗃 are friends, and I follow them all on Instagram. And I guess 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗃 had this like pop-up show in Brooklyn, okay? And it was just a spur of the moment. There's a club in Brooklyn. 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗃 shows up and walks out on stage and does a quick pop-up show. And Kim Petras was there, and they were like singing Jeep together on stage. And I was like, oh my God, this is like the greatest fucking thing I've ever heard. So I have been sort of obsessing about that song for a while, for like 2 weeks, right? I've been like, you know, obsessed about it. MAGA is the crying game over and over. They really are. Dude, Elf says, if anyone ever asks me about a favorite composer, piece, or song or band, I say, fuck off! Dude, Elf, let's go, dude!
Tig-o-bitties!
Dude, I owe you a tig-o-bitties from the first one too, Elf.
Tig-o-bitties!
Let's go. But yeah, so that is my current favorite song. And then I have another song that I am sort of obsessed with is hold on. Let me double check the name of it. All right. Yeah. There is a song. Hold on. It's this song. Do you guys know who 𝗪𝗪𝗪 is? There's a song by 𝗪𝗪𝗪 called Pretend, right? That is probably my number 2 favorite song. It's like, gonna crack a rib when I get home, gonna bury you in my favorite hole. I made a bloody mess in the kitchen sink. I tried to fix myself, but I didn't think. Dude, that song is so good. Oh, shit, dude. Dude, Kim was the youngest person to get bottom surgery when she was like 12. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yes. No. Natalie, you're right. You are right. That's right, because they don't want trans people to be able to, like, they want to prevent them from actually, like, fully becoming and looking like them. They don't want them to look cis. That's right. You're right, because wasn't it from like Germany or something? Didn't she get it in Germany? Did she get it done in Germany or something? I remember there was a thing where like, or was she in a foreign country? Dude, she's beautiful. She really is. But yes, they don't want trans people to be able to, like, you know, complete their transition well. They don't. They want to fucking, like, because, I mean, obviously, she's from Germany, yeah. And, I mean, they're way better in Europe because, obviously, if you are transgender, you don't want to go through the wrong puberty. I mean, it's pretty simple to figure out. It's not rocket science, you know? But yeah, dude, that song Jeep is amazing. They're afraid of your raw power. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I mean, for me, guys, just fucking let people be people. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, let people be people. Who fucking cares, dude? You know? Like, it's just so dumb. It is just so dumb, dude. To like at the end of the day, because here's the thing too, you know, these Christians want to get all fucking like flipped out about this shit. They want to get all fucking obsessed about this stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like, first off, you let people do what they need to do. The kids and their parents and their doctors should be able to make these decisions. Now, are some people going to regret their choices? Absolutely. But like, guys, there are plenty of young people that have like regrettable choices. People get surgeries done. People make sports decisions and they blow out their knee and they can't walk comfortably for the rest of their lives. I mean, there are like, sometimes we make decisions and they don't work out the way we want them to, but that doesn't mean you prevent people from making decisions simply because a couple of people make bad decisions. At the end of the day, you give people the freedom to make decisions, and then some people are going to regret it and some people aren't. But like this idea that, you know, we have to force this shit. But Sub Rosa, what it is though, guys, is they're in these really religious, uber religious people. They are obsessed with like gay sexuality, and many of them are closeted, and they are filled with like a weird shame and fear, and so it's just like a pathological obsession for them. I don't get it. And what's so weird about this though, guys, is if you go to Trump Tower, or if you go to Mar-a-Lago, or if you go to Trump's golf clubs, trans women use the ladies' room in all of Trump's properties, and they always have, and nobody has ever made a big deal about this. All of this is just performance for evangelical people in order to like acquire political power and wield it and to loot money, okay? They, like, Trump advocated for trans women to be able to compete in beauty pageants, okay? The whole thing is a fucking charade of despicable, like, lies and scummery. Because the real thing is they want to punish trans people that aren't MAGA. That's it. If you're a trans person or a gay a person who is not MAGA, they want to harm you, and they want to acquire political power and money. They want to fundraise off of you. And if you're a MAGA trans or gay person, they're going to celebrate you, and as long as you disavow everybody else. They're so gross, dude. And yeah, dude, that 𝗙𝗵𝗏 song is amazing. I love that song, Jeep. I'm going to go listen to it a whole bunch. Dude, do we have any other shit we need to look at, guys? We have a few minutes here. I'm not going to stay late tonight because, again, I'm working on getting on a schedule so that we can have some day streams too. Hopefully in a week or two, we're going to be able to hit that up. But do we have a little Sunday fun day here? And so if we have some MAGA shitters or something that we want to look at and laugh at, if we got something good, we can take a peek at it. Because we did. Oh, dude, do you want to see some memes? Look at this one, dude. Oh my God, look at that! Dude, there's some memes. I have not seen Jennifer and Hunter's interview on iHip. I should fucking watch that. But dude, look at the memes, dude. Oh my God, dude, look at the ankles. Oh, dude, it's so gross, guys. Look at the ankles. Oh my God, dude, what is going on here, bro? It is like ham hocks. Oh, dude, and they kind of nailed it too. Dude, look at it. Oh, dude, ham hock ankles. The man has some thankles, dude. He does. He looks like he lost about 100 pounds here. Bro, dude, that is so gross. So gross, dude. Oh my God. That shit is funny. All right, that shit is money. What else do we got? Jake Lane getting kicked out of 𝗙ecie𝗶𝗹𝗀𝗧 rally. Okay, yeah. Let's look at that. All right, let's look at Jake Lang getting kicked out of 𝗙cie𝗶𝗹𝗀𝗧 rally. Can I just say, those of you who've been following Michigan, so David Sirota posted something today for the Michigan followers that I think is really important. Okay, guys, you ready? I went viral. Who went viral? Let's go. So, guys, this is important because we know that there's a fight going on, a big one in Michigan. You have ad-lib against Haley Stevens and like the entire AIPAC and corporate lobby. Okay. And they are gunning for Abdul. They are all over that shit. Okay. This shit is crazy. Now, Neera Tanden is in the middle of this thing, and she is arguing with people all day online. Neera Tanden is. She is like on CNN sometimes. She worked for Hillary Clinton, okay, in multiple campaigns with Hillary. But you know what they just dug up, guys? That was beautiful. You know what David Sirota dug up tonight? That was fucking brilliant. Look at this shit. Look at what he dug up. When you see Neera Tanden depict herself as an expert on electability, please remember that Tanden was one of the architects of the Hillary Clinton 2008 campaign that explicitly insisted that Barack Obama could not win the general election. Look at that, dude. From March 14th, 2008. Clinton did the same thing when she was running against Barack Obama in the 2008 primary against John McCain. And she had this whole fucking PR campaign of like Barack Obama. He may be doing well in the primary, but he can't win in the general election. Only Clinton can. And you know, and it was Neera Tanden that was one of the architects of that. And she's doing the same shit now about 𝗙𝗪𝗪𝗀 trying to say, oh, there's no way he can win in the general. Only Haley Stevens can win. Only Haley Stevens can win. And dude, Haley Stevens is a fraud, okay? She runs around like a yokel and like, oh, I'm Haley. Oh, stick it to him, right? But dude, she has no policy. She doesn't answer any questions. She doesn't respond to real things. She just says, oh, we got to bring costs down. Stick it to them. We got to bring costs down. Elf says, Tommy, please don't pull a Trump next week. Just do a month at a fixed time. You get what you want or not, but you find out more information than asking us. Let's go. Elf, it's a schedule thing. Don't worry about it, boss. I got it, though. Thank you. Let's go, baby. It's about scheduling, boss. It's about being ahead on the videos. Right? On the daily videos. That's really because I have a video schedule that has to be maintained regardless of when I stream. Right? Right? But 2 weeks? 2 weeks. No, it's going to be more like, you know, could probably sometime in the next month we'll get it. I'm also going to New York on August, so I might wait until I come back after New York rather than start this. I'm leaving for New York for a week in a couple weeks too. And I don't want to start something new and get an algorithm cooking and then disappear for a week, right? Or maybe it'll start in New York when I'm fucking, you know, doing some live streams there. We'll see, but it's in the works though, guys. It is. That's why I don't like to give specific dates, but it's coming, right? Am I going to stream in New York? I'm hoping to, okay? I'm hoping to. But yes, dude, Neera Tanden is fucking doing this shit, dude. She's doing the same shit, right? Thank you, though, Elf. Dude, you're amazing, boss. I'm going to give you one more for that, boss. Let's go. Oh, shit. Dude, I'm going to thank you in 2 weeks, baby. Let's go. Oh. All right, let's see. Jake Lang getting booted. He tried to go into fucking ad-lib rally.
Why are you persecuting me? We're gonna clap him out. The reason I wanted to clap him out to USA is because he doesn't hate me. He doesn't hate AG. He don't even hate you. You know what he hates? He hates America. He hates the idea of what America was always supposed to be. Of the people, by the people, and for the people. where it should not matter the color of your skin, should not matter how you pray, should not matter who you love, that you can be fully and 100% America. He hates that America. He wants America to be small. He wants America to be like him. He wants America to be hateful. He wants America to be a place that does not include. And every day that we go out there and we knock on those doors, we make an argument about what America actually is. An America that is bigger than his hate. An America that is bigger than the small-mindedness that he brings to this. An America that has a bigger heart than the one that he has. An America that is bigger than a Donald Trump who thinks that some people don't get to belong here because of their color of their skin. An America that is bigger than the idea that we all can come together and pray how we choose or not pray at all. An America that is bigger than Mike Rogers and the corporate corruption that they all take to run these campaigns to pick our pocket. The America they believe in is one where a few people who look a particular way get to siphon off your money to make billions. That's the America they want. That's the America he represents. That's the America he's so mad he didn't get. And as much as that's an ugly display of the America they want for us, this here is a beautiful display of the America we can yet build.
See, guys, I've always, right? This is one of the things, you ready? This is really important, guys. And I love that, like, we actually got to see this before we go. Because there's a lot of talk about patriotism and about loving America, and especially these right-wingers. They always tell everybody on the left, you guys hate America. You hate America. You should leave America. Love it or leave it. But, like, dude, they don't love America, okay? Like the right-wingers, most of America they can't stand. They don't like immigrants. They don't like gay people. They don't like trans people. They don't like Muslims. They don't like anybody who's not a white Christian. They don't really like women. They don't like feminism. They don't like women's rights. They don't like the right to abortion. They don't like guaranteed freedoms for people that look and think different than you. They don't like small government, okay? They abhor all that shit. They hate everything. They like white Christians. They like male domination, and they like police and military, like punishing everybody that like disagrees with them. But they literally hate most of America. Like the thing that is supposed to make America great is the fact that you go into our cities and there's everyone. Like America is like a microcosm of the whole goddamn world. All hanging together and supposedly putting aside their differences to make this world a better place. Dude, they don't even want to make the world a better place. You know what I'm saying? They literally don't even want to make the world a better place, guys. They literally don't, right? They have no desire to make the world a better place. They like want to just restrict it. On here, one sec. There we go. All right, let's go. Restrict. They're not for anything. They're against everything. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. They really aren't for anything. Need to watch Jen Walsh and Hunter? Yeah, we will. We'll definitely watch that. We'll get into it. Framing the Republicans as anti-American? Yeah, I think we need to do more of that, guys. We definitely we need to take the power back around some of that messaging. I think we have this is one of my recurring issues with the left wing in general, okay? Is that one of my primary issues with the left wing and our messaging in particular is like we have for a long time adopted this idea that we don't need to respond, that when they're being foolish, we can just ignore them. And I get this a lot online too with people who say, just ignore people, ignore the trolls. And like, there are a lot of times to ignore the trolls, but there also are some times to respond to the trolls so you don't let the trolls control the narrative. And that's important to kind of know the difference there, to know how to respond in those ways. Like sometimes you let the trolls just go, but sometimes you actually have to respond. And sometimes if they have a chorus, you do have to respond with a chorus that like knocks their shit out. And that is important because particularly with the way that the right wing oversaturates and they like to overload, they like to just throw everything out there, right? Everything but the kitchen sink, right? You know, they release the Kraken, fucking, what do they call it? What's their term for it? I'm forgetting the term that Bannon uses, right? Bannon has that term that I don't know why I'm spacing out on this term right now. What is Bannon's term about like flood the zone? Yes, thank you. Right? They flood the zone. The problem is if you let them flood the zone and you don't do a little bit of flooding back, you then allow them to control the narrative. Like even to this day, okay? Like they should not be using the phrase men and women's sports to refer to transgender rights. We should be talking about transgender people's rights, their human rights, and not men and women's sports. There are no men and women's sports. There is no issue of men and women's sports. We have allowed them to create a tagline of men and women's sports that is instantly scary to these rural moms and dads or these Christian moms and dads up in buttfuck nowhere. And so instead of talking about trans rights, we are then, you know, the minute you mention transgender people, you get bombarded with, we don't want men and women's sports. And that's not even what the issue is about, right? It's like this, they do the same shit with abortion, where they want to talk about killing babies. And it's like, no, the abortion issue is about a woman's consent to incubate a fetus with her uterus. It is a consent issue about a woman's body, okay? But they have co-opted this thing and turned it into some total other tagline that they can use to scare and to attack. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about this is part of the reason why we do need to figure out a way to message this shit is because you can't let them just attack you to where, right? Like they want to do the scare thing where they don't want to talk about real issues. They want to just say, hey, if you vote for the Democrats, they're going to cut your kids' dicks off. So you better vote for us. Like we don't even need to talk about policy. Like you better vote for us or they're going to cut off your kids' genitals. And that's what they want to do. And we cannot let them frame the argument to where the Democrats are doing shit that they're not actually doing. That is just in their weird fantasy world. So it's like, you don't need to respond to their every fucking bleat of their, you know, but you do have to have some messaging that doesn't allow them to control those narratives, right? You know, dude, they're so like, they're such fucking simpletons. These people. All right. You ready? It's dance time, baby. Dude, you guys got a dance coming. We got a dance coming. All right. We are definitely, just so you know, guys, dude, Uncle F, flood the zone. The truth is a golden nugget in a pool of clap. You got to watch out for the corn and the peanuts. Hashtag Pine Box. Let's go. Now, guys, I will say this. I know we're seeing like we're definitely, just so you know, we're growing, okay? And so there's gonna be more trolls, just so you know, all right? Don't get disheartened. The trolls are going to be arriving now, just so you know. Yeah, the trans bashing is crazy, guys. It's so brutal. It is brutal. It is brutal, dude. It's like, man, it's just the trans bashing, the immigrant bashing is like fucking out of control, man. You know? Out of fucking control. Dude. It's so crazy. I don't know. I feel like it's a temporary backslide, though, guys. You know? I think that as cruelty gets... as the cruelty gets outed, that provides a function as well, guys. You know what I mean? I mean, it sucks because trans people are getting harmed, right? That's the thing that sucks, is trans people are getting harmed the same way that black people get harmed by racism, in the same way that immigrants are being harmed by the fucking anti-immigration racism and shit. And their harm is not for naught, though, because the rest of the world is seeing them get harmed, okay? Like, for example, look what happened in Gaza, okay? The pain of Gaza, the sheer loss of human life, all of the harm of Gaza, but the whole world has seen it, and nobody can unsee that shit. And now the world is different because of people witnessing that shit. And I think the same shit is happening now with these attacks on trans people and on immigrants, and this Trump admin is, yes, the whole world is watching. Young people are watching. They're seeing it. They're seeing it play out online. And when you see that fucking gnarliness, it is fucking, you know, it leaves an impact. I feel like great change comes from that pain, you know? You know what I'm saying? It sucks. It sucks because, you know, because people die and people get wounded and people suffer. And yet, like, you know, we just got to make sure that their suffering isn't for nothing, you know? And we got to show up and fight the fight. You know? Right? They think they're cool and it's a problem. Dude, they're definitely not cool. Dude, not enjoying watching them try to take your rights away? Yeah, you shouldn't be, right? Dude. Yeah, it's going to be hard. Like, we got to figure a way. I'm still working on the, like, how do we unite after this? That's what we need to do. And I feel like there are some people that are trying to figure that shit out, right? And as much as I don't like Hunter Biden, okay, I don't hate Hunter Biden. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. I just don't like, I'm over the Biden family, and I'm still a little bitter about the way the Biden presidency, like, didn't recognize what was going on with the party and shit. And so I'm not like a super, you know, I'm not a super, like, I don't dislike Hunter Biden, but I don't love him. I'm not like, oh, Hunter's amazing. But I will credit him with, like, trying to speak sensibly about, you know, seeing what a future looks like when we're not at each other's throats. Because at one day we're going to have to, you know, we're going to have to come together, people that aren't, you know, the extreme, like, white supremacists. We're going to have to all come together and kick some fuckers in the gonads. Dude, Elf says, I personally feel like my hairline is getting closer to yours, but I'll fight along with you with politics, but not hair. Let's go. Dude, I love my hair. Dude, my hair is like one of my favorite fucking things, boss. I know I feel differently. A lot of people, like my kids said, Dad, if I have that little hair left when I'm your age, I'm going to shave it. But dude, I adore my hair. I fucking love it so much. I do. I know, like, I probably shouldn't, but I love my hair. It is just, I've been rocking this do since like the late 90s, man. Nobody can do like the fucking high hairline do like I can, dude. Nobody. You fucking can't touch this, bro. I know how to rock fucking baldness. You know what I mean? I do. And it's going to be good as long as I don't lose this part, right? When this tuft goes, then it's going to get infinitely more complicated. Because I still have the front tuft, so I can do like a faux hawk. But if this tuft was gone and it was just like a half dome back here, then I don't know. Then I may ad-lib. We'll have to see. But I still have the tuft. Let's go, dude. Oh, yeah. You can't touch this. Woo! Peeps can't shrink from this or we will lose. That's right, Audible. Let's go. All right, it's dance party time, guys. Let's go, baby. One more. One for Elon. Oh! Hit shit on, Elon. Let's go. Hammer time? Dude, you remember when MC Hammer was cool? Look at that shit. Dude, MC Hammer was cool, guys, for a while. Think about that. You have no clue why people don't like Hunter? Yeah, it's not even that I don't like Hunter. I like Hunter. It's like I just am sort of over the Biden family. I feel like these political dynasty families, like the Kennedys and the Trumps and the Bushes and the Bidens, and like I just don't want any more like nepotism of the children of these long-standing political families. Like we have had such, family dominance here in America. Whether it's the Bidens, the Bushes, the Trumps, the Kennedys, the Waltons, the fucking Ellisons, the Cooks, the DeVosses, you know what I'm saying? There's just been a history, the Cuomos, of these like family dynasties that are all like old money or if they're not old money, they're old political clout. And so like I like, right? I like Hunter Biden. I relate to him a lot as, a drug addict and somebody who got sober and a guy who showed a tremendous amount of grace being targeted and like making his way through that shit of like the regime going after him and stuff. I thought he handled himself really well, and I really admire the way he's looking beyond, animosity and trying to unite. And I also want the leaders of that movement to not be from those old school political families that are like from this old money, old politics power system, right? They're like establishment families. And I would much rather see like non-people outside of those old established families leading the way with the support of some of those old school people. But I do want to get the power out of that, that establishment fucking, grouping. You know what I mean? That's just my thought, right? Love the guy, but would like to see new blood, like non-royalty. I want non-royalty, guys. Dude, Kim, thank you for the gift egg. I want non-royalty, baby. No money royalty, no political royalty. PP Whitman crack. All right, let's go. Are you ready? Dude, I love Walt Whitman. Dude, my barbaric yawp. I sound that shit from the rooftop all the time. All right, you ready? Let's go. Oh. It's time to get down. It's time to get down, stay down. By the way, I do want to give a little, like, a nod of sadness. I don't know if you guys realize, but like a day ago, Jennifer Finch died. Okay, she was the bass player of L7, which is like a girls band from the 90s that was epic. And I've seen them. They were amazing in concert. They certainly were world shaking in the, you know, the 𝗏 Cobain fucking, you know, 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗏 sort of like group of like pioneering like women and indie rockers and shit. Dude, she found out she found out she had brain cancer on July 13th, guys, and she died 5 days later. Isn't that insane? She found out she got cancer on the 13th and she died on the 18th. It was like so fast. So tonight's dance is for Jennifer Finch. L7 were incredible, guys. They were like a vibe on stage. And what's more though, they were like torchbearers of a scene of up and coming women that like were, you know, changing the face of rock and roll. Like a lot of you guys don't realize that, and maybe you do, but so women used to only have one role in rock and roll, which was like the heartthrob. You had to be a sex symbol. You had to be like the fucking pretty front girl. And a lot of these like gritty, grungy, like rock bands of women came through in the 90s and they kicked doors open that allowed like people to be seen for their art and not just what they looked like or how fucking, you know, how much they were willing to like bop themselves, you know? And L7 was very much a part of that group. Yeah, 𝗲𝗏𝗏 was another one. And a lot of the Riot Girl movement from Olympia is what started that. You go back to like Bikini Kill and shit like that. And so I just want to give a big nod to that because those were the people that were kicking the doors open in the scene that I was in, which was like, you know, the post-Pixies, right? And kind of the Jane's Addiction offshoots, which were, you know, the people that were like breaking the rules before Seattle blew up. Okay, they started like before Seattle. All those bands did. Dude, Kim Deal's amazing, yeah, right? You know what I'm saying? So let's go. All right, so big nod for Jennifer Finch. We love you. All right, we know your energy is out there rocking and rolling, doing some amazing shit. Dude, all right, you ready? Now we're gonna deja vu. This one's for Jennifer Finch. Let's go. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Been here before, I do coming up slowly.
Let's go!
This feeling that I have now, almost a bit holy, an notion that I will make it out somehow. A little deja vu, I'm gonna get it right. A little time with you and I can see it light. A little deja vu, I'm gonna get it right. A little time with you and I can see it light. Things will turn out alright this time, I know.
Let's go, baby! Hi. Dude, let's go. That gets the blood pumping. 'Cause you don't give a shit. All right, guys. Dude, thank you for hanging out. I hope you dance too. You could be late, you could be true. I hope you guys have a good night. Oh, dude, I am out of breath. And I'll be devastated if I'm wrong. It will be interesting, I'm sure. All right, take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Take care of your head. We got a long way to go, and in the meantime, don't forget to stay radiant. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Hey, I just want to change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't want to hang around. I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down. I'd rather be found. It gets better.